In this generation, you want niggas to get married. For what? For what? Everybody is not meant to get married. Some of us are just for the streets. Some of us are just for the streets, man. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all do me a favor and drop a like on the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. You already know who it is. It's your boy, Reggie. So, Chris Broussard, he was recently on a podcast where he got to talking about Stephen A. Smith and Stephen A. Smith's sex life, right? Now, to me, this was a hilarious conversation that I want you guys to take a listen to.
If you know so much about marriage,
yeah,
why have you never been married?
because I didn't know how to act. This
Said
is
it in the
simple.
book.
It's
Your fault.
It's totally my fault. Totally my fault. It's not anybody's fault but mine. I was on the road over 200 days out of the year. I'm not gonna be faithful being on the road 200 days out of the year.
You can.
I know.
You can make that choice.
No, no, no.
Okay, just because you.
I didn't say you can't. I didn't say you can't. I said me. I could not be on the road as much as I'm on the road all of those years and honor our relationship.
I've traveled most of my career as well. I traveled just like Stephen A. traveled. You know, I covered the NBA for years like he did. And I've been married, as I said earlier, 30 years and never cheated on my wife. So it's very possible to do it. I'm a living witness to that. But it's all about your mentality, and it's all about the positions you put yourself in because of that mentality. I was talking to an NBA player who is a Christian, and this was during his playing career. And I asked him, I was like, man, kind of the same question. I said, yo, how do you deal with the temptation? I mean, I know women coming at you left and right. Like, how do you deal with that as a Christian? And he said, I said, is it really hard? He said, man, it's not really that hard. He's like, it's about the positions you put yourself in. He was like, yeah, if I'm going out to the strip club and to the clubs with my teammates every night, then yeah, it's gonna be really hard. But if I go home to my wife, if I go out to eat, but then go back to the hotel or go home, you know, if I put myself in different positions, then it's not gonna be as hard.
I got relatives all over the place. Most of them are female. So I've been surrounded by females all my life. And you get to know what the do's and don'ts, what the wants and don't wants are, and all of this other stuff. That's a given. And there's a level of treatment that I'm never going to go lower than. So in that regard, I'm good. But when I was on the road for 200 days out of the year, man, and it's like, and this is the part that men don't reveal that much, but I will. When you get older, you grow up, and it's like you don't need it no more. You don't need it no more. So you don't chase. That's entirely different than when it's handed to you on a silver platter. And you don't have to work for it. That doesn't mean you can't say no. It certainly doesn't mean that you don't say no. What it does mean is that it's harder.
I had a homeboy, his saying was, he said, I don't chase it, but I ain't fast enough to run from it.
That was me for a long time. That was me for a long time. And so I saw cats in our industry using their per diem to pay for their women. Meals, hotels, that kind of thing. They didn't come out of their pocket. Because if it did, their wife would have noticed. And I'm like, I ain't living like that. I ain't gonna be that kind, nah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Gandhi and I'm not the Pope or anything like that, but I'm a God-fearing, decent man. I'm not living like that. And I've never been that guy. But it's not easy when you're younger and you're climbing and you're scratching and you're clawing and you're not settled and ain't nothing but temptation comes your way.
I would say what I do have trouble respecting is someone that claims to be a Christian and is living in egregious sin unrepentantly.
But I'm a God-fearing, decent man.
So if you claim to be a Christian and that's you make no bones about it, but you also are like, but yeah, I'm out here smashing all types of honey. That's just, that's what I do. That's hard. That you can't respect that, because just don't claim to be a Christian. I mean, that Jesus said, be hot or be cold, but don't be lukewarm. I'm gonna spit you out of my mouth if you're lukewarm. So you don't have to be a Christian. You don't have to decide you want to follow Jesus Christ. If you do decide you want to follow him and give him your life, then follow him and do your best to follow him. You might fall short. You might fall short several times, time and time again, but you're trying, you're doing your best, versus the person who says, yeah, I follow Jesus, I love the Lord, I'm a Christian, but you ain't even trying to live right. You're not even trying to follow his teachings. You're mocking him. You say he's supposed to be your Lord. A Lord is a boss, a ruler. If you say he's your Lord, but then you don't even try to follow his teachings and his commands, then you're mocking him. And that's what's hard to respect.
Ladies and gentlemen, respectfully, like, what are we talking about, man? What are we talking about, man? In this generation, you want niggas to get married. For what? For what? What do you want a nigga to do? Everybody is not meant to get married. Some of us are just for the streets. Some of us are just for the streets, man. And I don't think it's anybody's business at the end of the day. I really don't. At the end of the day, God has the final judgment. God has the final say, right? Long as you ain't out here, robbing folks, committing crimes. Hey, listen, if you just out here minding your business, doing what you got to do, taking care of your family, you're living right in my mind. You ain't doing nothing wrong, right? Now, if you out here doing wrong and all that stuff, okay, you're living in sin. But if you just out here getting a little bit ahead, man, come on, man. Come on, Chris Broussard. Nigga just out here getting a little bit ahead, man. You make it seem like niggas is committing murders or something. Nigga just wanted some head. Nigga just want his dick sucked. That's it. That man ain't living wrong. Oh, he's living in egregious sin. Man, come on, man. Cut it out, man. Egregious sin? That's insane, bro. Stephen A. Smith ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing wrong. That man wake up, he go on TV, he talking shit, and he go home. He ain't living in no damn egregious sin for getting his dick sucked. Come on, man. Keep it. Come on, man. This is insane. Like I said, if he would have asked me, listen, if I was Chris Broussard and they would have asked me, I wouldn't have said, oh, he's a fake Christian and he's living in egregious sin and all that. I'd have said, listen, that's that man's business. That man is entitled to do whatever he wants to do with his life. That's between him and God. That's what Chris Broussard should have said. This ain't got nothing to do with me. Who he fucks don't make me come. What he eat don't make me shit. Simple as that. So, like I said, to me, I thought Stephen A. Smith was very candid. He was very honest. And he told his truth. And I think Chris Broussard came off very judgmental. And I don't know why. As a Christian, I don't know why he came off so judgmental about the way Stephen A. Smith chose to live his life. But ladies and gentlemen, I thought that this was an interesting conversation, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. This was another installment of The Locker Room. Peace.